I start without
back on the field with Pete. How good did it feel to be back on the field with Pete?
It felt great to be back on the field, not just with Coach, but with all the guys. First day of training camp is always the funnest day, man. Just getting back out there, and I thought we had a really good practice. I thought guys were flying around. I thought it was a really good day.
Yeah, you can't start without starting day one. What were your impressions of the line?
I thought we did some really good things out there. I thought we were great at the line of scrimmage, used a lot of cadence, and overall, man, a lot to improve on. So, it's just the first day. We call it the acclimation day, so really just getting back into it. And I thought
Raiders Nation, what's good? The Las Vegas Raiders are back, and the vibe in training camp is absolutely electric. We've got a new quarterback under center, and his name is Geno Smith, a veteran signal caller who's bringing a whole new energy to the silver and black. After years of searching for stability at the QB position, the Raiders made a blockbuster move this offseason, trading a 2025 third-round pick to the Seattle Seahawks to bring in the two-time Pro Bowler. And let me tell you, the early reports from training camp are giving us every reason to be hyped. Why is Geno the real deal for the Raiders? Stick with me, and let's unpack this. The Las Vegas Raiders have been starving for a leader who can take charge and elevate this offense. For too long, we've watched this team struggle with inconsistency at quarterback. Think Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell splitting starts last season, with mixed results at best. But now, with Geno Smith stepping into the spotlight, things are looking different. This guy's no stranger to proving doubters wrong. Back in 2022, he turned heads in Seattle, posting a career-best 69.8% completion rate for 1,282 yards and a 30-to-11 TD ratio, earning him the AP Comeback Player of the Year award. That's the kind of firepower the Raiders have been missing, and now it's here in Vegas. What makes this move so exciting is how Geno fits into the Raiders' new vision. Head coach Pete Carroll, who coached Smith in Seattle, knew exactly what he was getting when he pushed for this trade. The Raiders didn't just stop at signing Smith. They locked him up with a 2-year, $75 million extension through 2027, showing they're all in on this guy. And in training camp, Geno's already proving why. He's not just throwing dimes. He's building chemistry with young stars like Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, and rookie running back Ashton Jeanty. The offense is buzzing, and it's clear Geno's leadership is setting the tone. But can he carry this momentum into the regular season? That's the million-dollar question, Raiders Nation. So what's the vibe in Henderson, Nevada right now? The Raiders are coming off a 2024 season where they ranked 27th in total offense and dead last in rushing. Ouch. But with new offensive coordinator Chip Kelly and a revamped roster, there's a sense that 2025 could be a turning point. Geno's pinpoint accuracy, second in the NFL in completion percentage on deep passes since 2022 at 65.4%, is exactly what this team needs to unlock its potential. Imagine him slinging it to Bowers, who had 112 catches as a rookie, or handing off to Jeanty, the Heisman Trophy runner-up. The pieces are in place, but can Geno lead them to glory? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's hear what you think about our new QB1. All right, Raiders Nation, let's zoom in on training camp, where Geno Smith is showing why he's the leader this team has been begging for. Picture this. It's a scorching July day at the Intermountain Health Performance Center, and Geno's out there, not just running the offense, but coaching up everyone around him. According to Hondo Carpenter on the Las Vegas Raiders Insider podcast, Geno's been a revelation. He's not just leading the offense. He's pulling defensive backs aside, mentoring linemen, and even hyping up the linebackers. This guy's got the whole team's respect, and it's no wonder why the Raiders are buzzing with excitement. Carpenter put it perfectly. Geno has absolutely looked the part. He has looked outstanding, but it's not just about his arm. Though, let's be real, that 70.4% completion rate last season with Seattle is no joke. What's standing out is his ability to connect with everyone. Young players like Trey Tucker and Donnie Thornton Jr. are soaking up his guidance, while veterans like Max Crosby are nodding in approval. This isn't just a quarterback running plays. This is a leader building a culture. And in a franchise that's been desperate for stability, that's huge. Have you ever seen a QB take charge like this? Let me know in the comments. Geno's leadership isn't just talk, it's action. In minicamp, he was spotted running drills with pinpoint precision, hitting receivers in stride and showing off that veteran poise. He's adapting to Chip Kelly's new offensive scheme, which is designed to maximize efficiency and explosiveness. Think quick passes to Bowers, deep shots to Myers, and a run game powered by Jeanty. Geno's already talking about how Kelly's putting players in position to make plays, saying, "We want to be tough, we want to be physical, we want to attack the line of scrimmage." That's the kind of mentality that could transform this offense from 27th in the league to a top-tier unit. But can they execute when the lights come on? Here's where it gets juicy, Raiders Nation. The Raiders have a history of coming up short, and there are still doubters out there who think Geno's not the answer. They point to his 2024 season in Seattle, where he threw 15 interceptions and took 50 sacks behind a shaky offensive line. But let's be real, Geno's now got a better supporting cast in Vegas. With Colton Miller protecting his blind side and young studs like Jackson Powers-Johnson anchoring the line, he's got a chance to shine. The question is, can he stay healthy and keep that accuracy on point? Drop a comment with your predictions. Will Geno lead the Raiders to 9 wins or more this season? Raiders Nation, let's talk about the big picture. The Las Vegas Raiders didn't just bring in Geno Smith. They've been making moves all offseason to set this team up for success. From hiring Pete Carroll as head coach to drafting Ashton Jeanty with a number 6 overall pick, the Silver and Black are building something special. And Geno Smith is the cornerstone of it all. This isn't just a team trying to patch holes. This is a franchise ready to compete in the brutal AFC West. So what's got us so fired up? Let's break down the offseason overhaul. First off, the Raiders said goodbye to the quarterback carousel of 2024. Gardner Minshew? Gone, saving $6.3 million in cap space. Desmond Ridder? Not on the plans. Instead, they traded for Geno Smith and signed him to a team-friendly $75 million extension. That's a statement move from new GM John Spytek and Coach Carroll, who know Geno's track record. 2 Pro Bowls, a 64.8% career completion rate, and 19,143 passing yards. But they didn't stop there. The Raiders also locked up defensive star Max Crosby with a record-breaking $106.5 million extension and added firepower like linebackers Jermaine Pratt and Elan Roberts. This roster is stacked, but can they gel in time for Week 1? Then there's the draft, where the Raiders struck gold with Ashton Jeanty. This kid's a game changer. 569 receiving yards as a running back in 2023, first among FBS backs, plus speed, toughness, and vision that make him a nightmare for defenses. Pair him with Geno's accuracy and Brock Bowers' elite receiving skills, and you've got an offense that could light up scoreboards. Add in Jacoby Myers, who's coming off a career year, and Donnie Thornton Jr., who's turning heads in camp, and this unit has serious potential. But here's the catch. The Raiders ranked dead last in rushing last season. Can Jeanty and Geno flip that script? What's your take, Raiders Nation? The offseason wasn't just about players, it was about culture. Pete Carroll, at 73, is bringing his championship pedigree from Seattle, where he coached Geno to a playoff berth in 2022. New OC Chip Kelly, fresh off a national title run at Ohio State, is designing an offense that plays to Geno's strengths. Quick reads, deep balls, and a physical run game. With $52 million in cap space still available, the Raiders have room to make more moves if needed. But the pressure's on. Geno's 34, and one injury could derail everything. Are you buying the hype, or are you still skeptical? Hit the comments and let's debate. Raiders Nation, we're at the crossroads of hope and reality. Geno Smith is lighting up training camp, but the real test is coming. The Las Vegas Raiders kick off their 2025 season against the Seattle Seahawks. Talk about a spicy storyline. Geno facing his old team, with Pete Carroll on the sidelines and a revamped roster ready to roll. Can the Silver and Black turn all this offseason hype into wins? Let's talk about what's next and why Geno Smith could be the key to a playoff push.